All right, so 45 broken fingers and 2 damaged thumbs later, they're on, and they actually look pretty good. I mean, nothing like a nice spiky tire, but yeah, they actually look pretty good on those rims. So yeah, obviously, as you can see, it's doable. These tires will fit. It's a stretch and a half, so be prepared to, rip a couple thumbs and tear a couple fingernails and just generally have no feeling left in your fingers when you're done. But yeah, they work. So the foam was just too big. Wasn't able to get the foam in, but these tires are fairly rigid, so I think it'll be fine. If it's an issue, I don't want to have to take them off and put some foam in it. But if it becomes an issue, I will. So you have to, it's kind of hard to explain when they're already on, but you have to mount the inner lip of the tire onto the inside lip of the rim. So there's an outer rim, or there's an outer lip, and you can put it on the outside, but it just causes the tires to balloon a lot more, and I don't know, it just doesn't look as right. So if you put both the back and the front inner tire lip on the inside lip of the rims, they actually fit in there super snug. I mean, it's snug to begin with, but even snugger, and it doesn't cause the sidewalls to kind of balloon out, so it looks like it was made or designed to go that way. So I ended up going with the direction this way. That way I think we'll probably grab a little bit more, but yeah, I ended up kind of just going with the vanes in the direction that the tire will be spinning. So that's the way that I ended up doing it. But yeah, glad I got those knocked out of the way, because I don't want to do that again. So we actually get to kick off the actual build. And as far as that goes, I think we're gonna start, I believe, with the gearbox. Yeah, the chain drive spurs, and then moving on to the bevel gears and the differential. I believe we start with the front first. So I'm really excited. This will be my first chain driven buggy, and I've always wanted one. Yeah, it's a little bit more maintenance, but I don't really mind that too much. So yeah, I'm gonna get that knocked out. Really excited to have a chain driven 4-wheel drive Kyosho buggy. So I'm gonna get started on that, and I'll update you guys along the way. Alright, so got the gears and bevel gears done. Super excited, a lot of fun. Forgot how much I love building Kyosho kits, but this wound up being the front, so I ended up using Tamiya AW grease, and then I ended up picking up some Team Losi great grease. This stuff is super sticky. Kind of zoom out here so it kind of focuses a little bit better, but yeah, that's the rear. So AW grease, or the front, so AW grease and that sticky grease, and then that's the rear. And I just pretty much use a little bit of that sticky grease, and then the rest I use the Kyosho green grease that comes with it. So I'm gonna get those assembled, and then after that we'll start putting on the chain and the front gearbox. So we'll be right back. All right, holy smokes, wow. I have always wanted a chain drive, and this thing is absolutely rad. Went together super good. I just second guessed myself a lot because I've never done a chain drive, so I always, made sure 2 or 3 times that I was doing it right. They call it a ladder chain. It has to go a certain way, but holy smokes, it is so cool to see it. But yeah, so got that all assembled and mounted together. I always love building Kyosho kits. This thing doesn't always like to focus so good when it's up close, but yeah. Super cool. to see the chain in action, and I can't wait to hear this thing. I know they always make a distinctive sound, and you can always tell when they're chain driven, but it feels really good. It doesn't feel any stiffer or more resistant than like a shaft driven, like 4-wheel drive kits that I've made. So if there's any, not strain, but if there's any, like extra force that it puts on the drivetrain, I can't really tell or I can't really feel. But yeah, I am beyond excited to finally have a chain drive. So we're gonna keep on going. I think we are gonna start getting the motor plate on, and then the ladder frame. So those are all pretty much aluminum pieces. So yeah, we're gonna get that started, and then I'll keep you guys updated. All right, super cool, insanely cool. That's gonna sound so rad when it's going. But yeah, got the ladder frame, front skid plate. This is the support for the upper and bottom, either chain guides or belt guides. And then wing stays on the rear, aluminum motor plate and clamps. So yeah, she's coming together great. And you would think it's heavy, but it's really not. Aluminum, super light. Like for instance, the last kit I did, which was the VQS. At this stage of the VQS, it is already heavier than this, and this one has a lot more metal. So kind of just goes to show how nice these kits are designed and manufactured, especially for being, late 80s, early 90s. They're still insanely top kits, quality kits. So yeah, we're gonna move on to the Servo Saver. I ended up opting for a metal aluminum one from Jazz Rider. So we'll get that knocked out and keep on going. I'll keep you guys updated. Alright, so got more done. Got the servo saver in there. It's kind of hard to see, but it's in there. The side plates, got the side plates on, and then the upper mount for the control arm. And then these right here, so that screw, those four down there, and then these two on top. That's how you adjust the tension on the chain. So right now, because it's brand new, it's pretty much maxed forward because the chain's brand new, and then you can see that's how much adjustment you have to tension the chain. So it's pretty much every like 3 to 4 battery packs or 3 to 4 runs you check it. So I didn't put any Loctite on those particular pieces because it has a almost like a locking, there's like teeth on the back side of these flanges. So yeah, pretty straightforward on that one. Was able to get the slipper clutch. It was actually cool. I've never assembled a slipper clutch. I thought there was a lot more to it, but there's really not. It's a metal washer and some type of like fiber material that gets sandwiched on both sides. So kind of saw it there in the time lapse. It goes washer, this black washer right here, a fiber disc, the gear, and then another fiber disc, and then the black washer. So, and then it has a spring retainer that goes in the spring, and then the locking nut. So it's actually cool to see that, but like I said, it was kind of uneventful because I thought there was a lot more going on. But yeah, so this will wrap it up for part 1. Part 2, we have to, I think, control tie rods. Yeah, fun. So we're gonna get that knocked out, and I think we're gonna start slowly moving on to some of the shock towers and suspension. So that'll be in episode 2. Thanks everybody for tuning in. I've really enjoyed this build so far. Love the chain. There's just something super nostalgic about that. So I think that's the most exciting part about this build. But yeah, any questions or comments, let me know. Let me know what you guys think so far, and if you built a Javelin, what did you do? Did you do chain, belt? Kind of would like to see what people are running. So other than that, have a good one. If you guys are not outside playing with your RC cars, get them off the shelf, dust them off, get them dirty, play with them. That's what they're made for, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.